Miller with a nice find.
Yeah, that's clearly not necessarily going to be his role here in Minnesota starting off.
I believe it won't be in Summer League, but I do actually believe that.
What I love most, guys, is when he was texting Mike Conley after he was drafted. Heck of a dunk there by Miller. That Minnesota's calling card is their defense, and if Rob Dillingham's going to make an impact, he's going to have to be able to get it done on both ends.
Absolutely, Katie. And when you consider that,
Mine not coming through.
And Josh Minot not giving up on the play. Shepard, every time he gets the basketball, this Minnesota group picking up on the defensive effort as though the big club did.
Dillingham in the corner. Oh.
Okay, so who gets the bucket? You see, guys? Maybe the easiest bucket Leonard Miller has ever gotten in his career. That's it. He had nothing to do with it.
15 feet away. But he's got 2 points on his box score. One field goal attempt right now.
And you see switching out, not allowing him to get anything. Josh Minot doing the job defensively.
Rips him.
Oh, that was nice.
Living at the rim so far. 8-0 run by the T-Wolves, and they lead at 12-4.
During the league, but Shepard has made it look seamless. He's a high IQ guy, so his ability to see and think the game allows him to play with a calmness, so he can just let the game come to him.
And it's really cool to see those family wishes and dreams come to fruition. And how about Dillingham there with that look to the baseline? Just as you know, you can be a tremendous college basketball player. Doesn't mean you can be really good in the NBA. And for players that have to make a position change or a role.
As Jermaine Samuels it's not with the Knicks. He may be the last piece from the national championship team that's not on the Knicks roster.
Yeah, I call New York right now North Philly from a very precarious vantage point.
You know, I made the mistake of running back. Where I was talking about before, you got to understand who you chase.
Yes. At the buzzer. How about this first quarter by the Timberwolves? 29-16. 11 of 23 from the floor, and they've got a 13-point advantage over the Rockets. And you can't dial it up any better than this.
You cannot. Gabe Kalscheur knocking down the three ball at the first quarter buzzer, giving the Timberwolves a 13-point lead. So when they put Cat and Naz Reid on Joker, that's when they were able to have success.
Dillingham is a jumper waiting to happen every time he steps on the court.
So when you're in all the ESPN promos for Summer League, there's a different bullseye on your chest when you come out to the game. That has been the case for Reed Sheppard. Daishen Nix doing the job defensively against Reed Sheppard, making his night tough thus far.
When they make the transition to the NBA is the consistency. Sure, you can do it for 2 games, 3 games. Can you do it for 6 or 7 games in a row? The great players can. Everyone has to learn how to do it.
Absolutely. Daishen Nix knocking down the three.
From three-point range. So obviously trying to adjust to a new role will take your toll on the game at certain points.
It absolutely
That's
will.
the struggle for right now for Rob Dillingham.
I came out of college as
great instinct. So the Rockets love what they've been seeing out of Nate Williams, guys.
Absolutely, Katie. And actually, Janathan Williams, who I actually recruited.
But for Draymond to play himself into that role for the Golden State Warriors, where he could be a guy that's won multiple championships and, as I mentioned, end up in the Hall of Fame potentially. Kalscheur, contested and blocked by Reed Sheppard. Falls right into the hands of Edwards. And Minnesota leads at 54. Steals and blocks were not recorded as official stats.
Right.
You can make changes. The three-point line didn't exist. Did you go back and measure where guys were? No. Dillingham with a contested 3 as he falls down, gets a bucket. But well, good thing we're not running the league.
Very true. The league is in good hands right now with the people that are running it.
Adam
Shout
Silver.
out to Adam and my guy Joe Dumars.
They're doing a good job.
Great job.
And the T-Wolves doing a good job with a 3-point advantage here over the Rockets. Daishen Nix getting it done. His squad's up.
Neither of these teams in contention to go into the playoff round. But still a lot to be played for, especially for the young players on the floor.
Terrence Shannon Jr. knocks down the corner three, almost like finally getting something to feel good, but Minot, pardon me. Oh, he couldn't get it. Dillingham lets it fly. Look, shooters are going to shoot.
Short memory.
And Dillingham is a scorer, so he's going to let it fly whether he was 4 for 16 or 16 for 17.
Yeah, great job defensively by Leonard Miller getting over, rotating. They're going to get the possible three-point play on that one. Joe top of the key had a good look in the corner. Wieskamp keeping it for himself, but going to be a goaltending there by Vale Dante. So only one shot to complete the three-point play. That rivalry will forever burn between those two schools. Less than an hour away from each other.
Yeah.
Right along Interstate 64. Back years.
Yeah, North Carolina and Duke gets a lot of attention because they're much closer. But in terms of vitriol between the two, nothing beats Louisville and Kentucky.
So you were there, you said 90 to 94?
As a student, yes.
Yeah, so that means that you went through all the Christian
Shepherd, who was the MVP of that Final Four.
Talented group. Let me ask you this. As Josh Minot knocks down the three.
78-72. Welcome back to the NBA 2K25 Summer League. And Corey, the Timberwolves, 4 players in double digits, getting it done with some balanced scoring.
And they absolutely have played very well together throughout this game. You've got the 4 guys, although Robert Dillingham hasn't shot the basketball very well, still has 12 points, 5 assists for Dillingham, but it's been so many that are already 4-0 are like plus 15 in their point differential. Those teams have already established they're going to be in the mix.
You feeling it?
Now, Dave Freed is going to fight with me on this one. I already know.
So let's say you're one of those 2 teams.
They got it right. But the question was, who was the foul called on from the beginning?
Minot for 3. And the Timberwolves push their lead to 7 with 3:43 to go.
The interior for Orlando Robinson.
That was a great find by Nate Williams, too. Dillingham setting him up. He's got friends in high places.
Great job by Leonard Miller reading the passing lanes. And speaking of great job reading, how about Rob Dillingham attacking the paint, recognizing Leonard Miller going along the baseline, putting it up to where only his teammate can finish it all. And Leonard Miller with the highlight as he goes. Normally I only call them floaters when they miss.
Dillingham on the take. Comes right back to answer for Minnesota.
Point differential matters.
Up ahead.
In a normal NBA game, you would not.
Standing by now with Katie Jordan.
Thanks, Michael. Leonard, Houston's a good shooting team. You guys disrupted them, it seemed like, from the jump, forcing 25 turnovers. What impressed you about the defensive activity?
I mean, this one was kind of desperate. We needed this win, and we needed a point differential, so we're flying all around. We're making sure we're solid on the defensive end, and we're playing with a lot of passion, so I give credit to my teammates out there for sure.
Memphis Clippers, they're already 4-0, but you will see Miami, Golden State, and San Antonio all in action tomorrow night here in Las Vegas for Summer League action. Well, a battle of top 10 picks from Kentucky on display here with Rob Dillingham and Reed Shepherd, but it was Minnesota getting the win 93-83. And again tomorrow, more Summer League action on your ESPN family networks as well as NBA TV.